All right, welcome everybody to another supplemental essay analysis video. Today we'll be analyzing the 2025-2026 supplemental essay prompt, as in singular, as in one prompt only, for Drexel University College of Medicine's BSMD and BAMD Early Assurance Program. As we say in every video, prompts might change. They might change. They might change. They might change. So if this happens in future application cycles, then obviously we will update our website resources accordingly. So something to note right off the bat is that Drexel's Early Assurance Program is technically a provisional acceptance program. And what that means is that if you're accepted, you'll still have to fulfill a list of requirements and responsibilities during undergrad in order for them to hold your place in med school. You'll also have a bit less flexibility than some other BSMD and BAMD programs when it comes to choosing your major. A lot less flexibility, you might say, because you just have three majors to choose from: a BS in biological science or biomedical engineering, or a BA in chemistry. But one unique feature that appeals to a lot of applicants about this program specifically is their mandatory co-op program, which we'll cover here in a moment. So the early assurance program is designed for students who already know for sure that they want to pursue medicine. So your essay will need to show the admissions committee that you're not just interested in medicine, but that you've already put in a lot of hours during high school to show that you're committed to this career path and prepared for its demands. Before we jump into the prompt analysis, as always, we want to give you a quick reminder to visit our college supplemental essay premium example hub, where you can browse hundreds of expertly written full-length sample essays in response to prompts for the top universities and BAMD or BSMD programs in the United States, including the one we're about to discuss, right? So like I'm about to discuss the prompt and analyze the prompt, but if you want to see an actual sample response, an actual essay to the prompt, then check out the link that is right here. All right, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at Drexel's Early Assurance Program prompt. The prompt reads, tell the admission committee why you are applying to the joint program with the Drexel University College of Medicine. Be sure to explain why you want to be a physician and, more specifically, why you want to obtain your medical education at the Drexel University College of Medicine. You have 500 words to respond. Okay, so as with several other BSMD and BAMD program essays, this is basically just a why us essay. They're asking you to explain why you want to be a physician and then connect that to your reasoning for choosing this particular program. Why, out of all MD programs, did you choose this one? So the school is basically asking why, out of all the programs in all the towns in all the world, you would want to walk into theirs. That's a very old reference. That's for the parents watching the video. As we've said in many other videos, for this type of question, you want to make sure to demonstrate fit for the school. And we go into more detail about that in our video all about why us essays. But basically, you need to make sure you give them a really clear description of what specific goals you hope to accomplish as a physician. And then you want to write about specific examples of courses, research and service opportunities, or other aspects of the early assurance program curriculum that line up perfectly with those goals. So you need to do your research. You need to know what's in the curriculum, right? You don't want to just apply to this program because you heard about it and you read about it for 2 seconds and you're just like, hey, I feel like this would be a good fit for me. Now, you need to do the research. You need to look into it. You need to know why you want to be in this program, or you're not going to get accepted into the program. Now, of course, it's okay if you're still figuring out exactly what specialty you want to pursue. You don't have to pretend to have all the answers yet. But AdComs typically do hold BSMD applicants to an even higher standard than traditional MD program applicants in this regard. And part of that means they expect you to have a really clear game plan for how you're going to get the most out of your 8 years without losing your motivation part of the way through. So we're not saying that you need to know exactly what kind of doctor you want to be, but you need to know that you're going to make it through this big chunk of time, and they need to be able to trust you. They're basically investing in you, and they want to know that they're making a good investment decision. How can you convince them that you would be worthwhile for that school to invest in? Take some time to reflect on medical experiences you had in high school, right? Things like shadowing, volunteering, interning, etc. And then work out a sort of personal mission statement for what issues you want to address or what questions you want to help answer during medical school and as a future doctor. Then do some in-depth research, like I already said, into the opportunities that you'll have as a student in the early assurance program at Drexel, and identify the ways you can start taking steps toward those goals from day one of the program. In particular, it's worth looking into the details of their co-op program, which all students in the BSMD or BAMD program are required to participate in. By the end of undergrad, you'll have completed 6 months of professional employment in bioengineering, health law, or research, clinical or health informatics. And an added perk is that most positions in the co-op program are paid. Isn't that rare? All right, well, that's all for the Drexel BSMD and BAMD Early Assurance Program application essay. We hope you find this video useful while you complete the rest of your direct med program applications. And don't forget, like I said in the beginning, to check out our College Supplemental Essays Premium Example Hub to read hundreds of expertly written full-length sample essays in response to prompts for the top universities and BSMD programs in the United States. Thanks for watching.